This is Unit 3, Week 2, question number 4, Lewis and Clark. After Jefferson bought this big Louisiana Territory chunk of land, actually in the process of negotiating, he'd already authorized Lewis and Clark to go exploring. Who were these people? Meriwether Lewis, weird first name, but whatever, was Jefferson's private secretary and an ex-soldier, and he hired on William Clark, another former soldier, to lead this expedition, this Corps of Discovery. What was their main goal? To find a water route, to find the mythical Northwest Passage water route across the continent. They didn't find one because it doesn't exist. Well, way up in the Arctic, North Canada, and recent global warming, some paths have opened, but there's no water route across. They didn't know about the Rocky Mountains. They had all kinds of myths. They weren't really sure what was up. But Jefferson was really interested in the scientific mission. So he sent these guys off to collect soil samples, to learn what are the different Indian troops. They hired their own group, called the Corps of Discovery. It's an amazing thing. It took them a little over 2 years. They left from St. Louis. They went up the Missouri River by boat, spent a winter in Camp Mandan in the Dakotas. And they hired a French trapper and his wife. The French trapper's wife was Sacagawea or Sacagawea, depending on pronunciation. Toussaint Charbonneau was a French trapper who was hired to help them move out across and through the Rocky Mountains. Turns out Sacagawea was as important as anyone else because she could speak several different languages, and she was Shoshone. When they were unable to get horses to get across the Rocky Mountains, they bumped into, by chance, her brother, who helped the expedition supply them and get them across the mountains. Eventually they go down the Columbia River, just like the salmon swimming out to sea, and they arrive in the Pacific with the famous quote, "Ocean in view, oh joy." Really funny spelling. Sad, however, when they make all these Jefferson nickels, they change the spelling to modern spelling. But yeah, they commemorate this Lewis and Clark trip. For Americans, it's this odyssey, it's this major epic journey that we go on. It's an incredible thing. Only one person died of mostly natural causes. It's an amazing accomplishment, amazing experiment. Heck, they make travel journals today, recently. You too can travel just like Lewis and Clark. But in American history, it's kind of this epic expedition that's peaceful, doesn't lead to all kinds of conflicts. Tremendous knowledge comes back, geology, horticulture, biology, animals that end up in Jefferson's house at Monticello. You go visit in his opening foyer of his house at Monticello, what do you see? Things brought back from the trip, animals, etc. And it's an amazing concept. There is no Northwest Passage, and it really gives a sense of this big mass open continent that's going to be filled in with manifest destiny and future not so friendly relations with the Indians. And that's it from some guy in an Aloha print shirt.